Iga Swiatek won only one serve point, then she completely changed the match. At first glance, the final score might make this match looks like another comfortable win for Iga Swiatek, but it absolutely wasn't. Because when Iga Swiatek stepped onto the court against Kostyuk in Toronto, the match started in a way that probably had a lot of fans wondering what was going on. And here's the crazy part. Swiatek won only one first serve point in the opening set. Yes, just one. And yet, somehow, she went from losing the first set 6-3 to completely taking control of the match. So what actually happened? Let's go back to the beginning. Kostyuk came out with serious intent. She wasn't giving Swiatek the comfortable rhythm that the former world number one usually likes to establish. The Ukrainian was aggressive, taking the ball early and forcing Swiatek to defend more than she wanted. Swiatek's serve wasn't giving her much help either. That first set became a real struggle. Kostyuk kept putting pressure on her service games, while Swiatek couldn't consistently turn her first serve into free points. And eventually, Kostyuk took the opening set 6-3. At that moment, the match looked completely different. Kostyuk had momentum. Swiatek had just lost the first set, and her serve had been particularly vulnerable. But this is where the story gets interesting, because instead of allowing the match to continue in the same direction, Swiatek changed something, and the difference was immediate. The second set started, and suddenly the player on the other side of the net looked like a completely different version of Swiatek. She became more aggressive, her movement improved, and perhaps most importantly, she stopped allowing Kostyuk to dictate every rally. The scoreboard changed quickly 6-1 to Swiatek. Just like that, the match was level. And now Kostyuk had a completely different problem. She wasn't facing the same Swiatek from the first set anymore. The third set continued in the same direction. Swiatek kept applying pressure, forcing Kostyuk to play more difficult shots and making her work for almost every point. But there was another fascinating detail. Even when Kostyuk had opportunities, she couldn't take advantage of them. Across the final two sets, Kostyuk created 9 breakpoint opportunities. 9. And Swiatek survived them. That might actually be one of the biggest hidden stories of this match. Because imagine being Kostyuk, you've already won the first set. The third set eventually went 6-2 in her favor. So the player who had looked vulnerable at the start of the match had now won 2 consecutive sets. And that's what makes the opening statistic so fascinating. One first serve point. Yet that wasn't the story that defined the match. So the next time someone looks at this match and says, Swiatek won 3-6, 6-1, 6-2, remember. And it definitely doesn't tell you how impressive the comeback actually was. She won only one first serve point in that opening set, and still walked away as the winner.